growing up, they didn't really have that many role models, if you want to say, for lack of a better term. But back at the chum bucket, I remember this one time, this kid came up to me looking for advice. He had a crush on this smoking hot Spanish chick. I think she was 18 at the time. It turns out she was actually interested in me because I was older than her and all that. I didn't tell him that, but I did tell him not to chase girls when they're young. Because teen girls don't want teen guys, generally. What would I do if I could go back in time and give advice to my younger self? If I could change anything, I'd change this one chick that changed everything for me back in the day. If I could go back and avoid all of that, I would. And over the years, listen to all these different dudes that have all this experience and all that. More I've learned just how pointless it is to chase girls. It doesn't get you anywhere. Nothing but trouble. But there's a reason I listen to shows like Fraternity Court and Divorce Court. Stuff happens to actual people. Stuff is real. So young guys out there, be careful. Don't go chasing girls in high school. It's a waste of time. The pretty cheerleader that got caught your eye is not interested in you when you're a teen. She's going out with a dude that's like at least 5 to 7 years older. Because when you're a teen, you can't offer a teen girl anything. But when you're in your 20s, chances are she'll be more interested in you. Because of what you can offer. And that's the thing I learned when I was messing with this girl at the chum bucket. Why she was interested in me. Because I was older. She thought I was in college. She thought I lived on campus or something. And then the wheels in my head started turning. I'm like, why does she wonder if I live on campus? Then it hit me. Of course she wanted to, visit or whatever, if I lived on campus, but I didn't. But she wouldn't be asking that to her teen kid. But ever since I started listening to Tom Leykis, let me tell you, nothing has been the same. Took the red pill and everything just got so much better. Eyes been opened. It all started in middle school, really. And that's when I really started to change. The kids today, they really don't have that many role models to look up to in this day and age. Both genders, boys and girls. But for young guys, I would say focus on your career, save your money, get a nice car, get a nice job. When you're successful, everything else will fall into place. I was like, I wish my old man would have told me that. I thought he didn't tell me anything like that. Because he's also in the blue pill matrix. It's amazing, ain't it? We're always taught that guys are supposed to be leaders in the household, and these days guys are just so weak. When I was at the chum bucket, I saw up my own eyes. I'm like, these guys just cowed out to their wives, and it's really sad. So instead of going to my old man for advice, I go to seek out other means of getting information that I need. So you think you can get this information from church as well, but Church will deceive you too. Not to get too much into religion, but yeah, if this day and age, it's only going to get worse, especially if Biden becomes president or Trump the chump stays in office. I can't see it getting any better. It was like the one day that I stood up to this bully was the day I gained my confidence for the first time. I'll never forget it. Because that kid had to go to gym class and tell his popular friends that got his ass whooped by the quiet kid in his class. And then I saw him in high school. I saw him in high school again. They had alphabetical, lockers by last name or whatever. I saw him coming my way. I just gave him his look, and he walked away. Oh yeah, huh? That's right. She remembered. I whooped his ass in front of everybody in the class. Oh, he's a quiet kid. He won't do anything. Yeah, right. I mean, there's so many things we're told as kids turn out to be lies. Especially marriage. There's one guy at the chum bucket back when asked me why I didn't have a girlfriend or whatever. I'm like, well, it's probably because I don't want one. He's like, really? You should reconsider that. Like, oh, all right. You mean so I could be like you? No thanks. See, the best thing to do is to learn from older people. Just watch them. If an older person has messed up their life, just basically avoid what they did. I look at my old man sometimes and I'm like, huh, I ain't turning into that. I think being a loner kind of helps sometimes. Another reason I like being a writer is to put these sentiments on paper. Someone out there will relate to it. There's definitely an attack on masculinity in this country. I've noticed it. I've seen it. There's no reason why I left the chum bucket. I'm like, this is just feminist ass company. It's pathetic. There's a lot of red flags were just going off in my head. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I mean, most people are feminists these days. These stupid dating apps and nonsense. Like, yeah, stay away from those. Like, the whole dating game in general has kind of changed. I don't think people date anymore anyway. It's more like a hookup culture now. If I can go back the way I am now, I would do so much better in high school than I did back in the day. I probably still wouldn't be popular, but it's fine with me. I'm quite content being alone. It's a lot more fun than people think it is. Once you understand yourself, you'll find being alone is probably one of the best things that can happen to you. Still have friends, of course, but having that alone time, nothing like it. And the people that, this is no offense to any parents out there, but people that pump out kids, they wish they could have this type of leisure time. But they can't. Not anymore. I wouldn't give this up for anything in the friggin' world. Nothing. Pete, all you can do is play PlayStation all day. Yeah, and what's your point? Yeah, that kid. He was just... kind of reminded me of myself a little bit. Like, huh? Are you coming to me for advice, kid? This girl was way out of his league. And he did everything I told him not to do. Sat next to her and all that while she was on the phone, ignoring him. Told her, don't chase her. Do not chase her. Told him. You don't know what you're talking about, man. I got a sweet talk. I gotta get her flowers and all this other crap. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. This isn't Disney. It doesn't work in real life. Unless you want to end up in the friend zone. Don't chase him. Don't chase him. In fact, the less you do, the more likely you're likely to get attention. If you focus on yourself, it's just better in the long run. That's what I've learned anyway. Some more advice I have just for young people in general. Look up Tom Likas or Donovan Sharp. Stop listening to these professors. They're not going to tell you the truth. Because what younger people these days need is the truth. Especially guys. I don't know where that kid is now. Tried to tell him. I don't know. I don't know why I never told him that she wanted me instead of him. He needed to learn an important lesson about how teenage girls really are. And it's worse today, but I needed to learn. I've been approached by so many younger girls, and I'm like, this alright? Naturally, you would assume it's like, oh. But they approached me, so I just know what happened in high school. What is the point trying to make? Teenage kids today, they don't have Mr. Rogers or whoever we all grew up with in the 90s teaching us valuable lessons for life. The world is just completely upside down these days, which is why we need people from every gender sharing their knowledge. Because most people are online today, so figure reach a couple people, start a channel, talk about whatever. If you can reach your own audience, you can make a difference. That's what I'm trying to do, in my own way. I'm hoping these videos I make can reach someone. Open their eyes a little bit. It's like change needs to start with us. Change has to start with us. Otherwise, it'll never happen.